Hey guys, so, what's up, RF and P area railfinner? Hi, Down Michigan railfin. So, so today I have issues. Today it's train C. I having issues because of building trains as a database. I have issues on train C. So I hope, but sometimes you fix it. Hi, hello, or hi, railfin 205 Productions. Hi. Awesome. That's cool. All right, let's do. I'm gonna do. Let's do. Let's watch Illinois Central Blue Devils by the Weppy and Ralphin. Winnipeg Ralphin. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that for a bit, but yeah.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Canada's largest railway, the Canadian National, is complete dogwater doo-doo trash. That's it. Thanks for watching. Roll credits.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of that one, do you? Today is Tom Kenny birthday. The voice of SpongeBob. That yeah, the voice actor of SpongeBob's birthday today. It's Tom Kenny. He's turned 62 years old today. But anyway, that's kind of funny.
Sorry, wrong script. Canadian National, over the years, until very recently, has had a diverse roster of locomotives from not just CN themselves, but from the many railways they unnecessarily acquired over the past 30 years or so. I'm the Winnipeg Rail fan, and in today's video, we're going to highlight one specific railroad's fleet of locomotives and their history. Grab some popcorn, grab your Ouija board, and grab the nearest goth who am I kidding? Rail fans don't pull. Because today, we're talking about the Illinois Central's Blue Devils.
Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name.
Alright, before we get into the locomotives, here's a speed run of the history of the Illinois Central. In 1851, Abraham Lincoln created the IC. That's not true, but he lobbied for it to be created back then, if you didn't know. Apparently, at one point, it was the world's longest railroad, which sounds
I saw a wiki. That's why.
wild because it just ran through most of Illinois and eventually Iowa and some other southern states. And nowadays, that's not too far. In 1960, the IC retired its last steam engine, making it one of the last major U.S. roads to end steam. In 1972, the IC merged with the GM&O, or Gulf, Mobile, and Ohio, to form the Illinois Central Gulf. The ICG name lasted until 1988, when the parent corporation in charge of the railroad did what corporations do best and restructured out of nowhere, so the Gulf in the name was dropped. 10 years later, in 1998, the IC went under the control of good old CNSF. By 1999, CN had fully
CNSF,
completely acquired the railroad. Today in 2024, we have CNSF 3008, the IC heritable unit. All right, there we go. To start off, we've got to go back to the mid-90s. and talk about LMS, or Locomotive Management Services, a leasing company run by General
Same name from the UK, but that makes sense though.
Electric alongside a fan favorite fallen flag railroad, Conrail.
Conrail, yeah.
Man, I'd sell my soul to get Conrail back instead of NS. Like, please get rid of the horse railroad.
What about CSX? What about CSX? CSX also brought Conrail.
And bring back Sonic the Engine. The Big Blue and GE created
Blue.
LMS to manage
The Big
locomotives
Blue.
during peak traffic seasons. 2 pools of 20 or so Dash 8 wide cab locomotives built in 1994 were set up for whoever wanted to lease them. One handful ended up on the UP and one on CN. Another batch was built for another railroad, but by that time, railroads had started leasing engines between themselves more often. The third batch was eventually renumbered from the LMS 700s to the Conrail 700s, as well as 6200s for some. After the unfortunate 1999 split of Conrail,
Sadly.
UP decided to return their fleet to Conrail, who had their fleet split between NS and CSX,
Yep.
while CN bought units 728 to 739 and renumbered them into their 2400 series, similar to their own Dash 8 Cowell unit.
Yep.
Productions. CN's units
Wait, what?
ended at 2450, similar to their own Dash 8 Cowell unit. Productions.
Callion Productions. Callion Productions mission in this video.
CN's units ended at 2454, so these units, after being given Illinois Central reporting marks, because at this point CN ate the Illinois Central, numbers 2455 through 2466. Unlike the rest of the IC fleet, which wore the iconic Death Star black look, these units still retain their iconic Conrail blue paint with the CN Noodle logos and IC reporting marks. In some cases, the LMS on the nose was left on. The blue paint and the red marker lights on the nose led to these units being given the name Blue Devils.
Blue Devils.
These units pulled trains along the CNIC systems for years, becoming fan favorites for people from all across the national system. From Toronto to Chicago and from Memphis to Edmonton, there were nice changes of pace from the usual red, white, and black power. Some of them had killer horns too, like the
a
legendary
legendary
Leslie RS3Ls.
Yep.
Eventually, many had their horns replaced with Nathan P3s, K3s, and P5s. A few of the Devils
Sadly.
eventually got the CN scheme treatment in the 2010s, those being units 2458, 2461, and 2465. 2464 was prematurely retired and subsequently scrapped in 2012 after a pretty bad wreck. There's not much
What?
info out there on the wreck, but it was bad enough to put it out of its service for good.
Sadly, yeah. I don't know what happened. That's sad. Yeah, R.I.P. Yes, Again, sadly, they're scrapped after falling in the wreck along with CSX. Oh yeah, CSX locomotive also got scrapped too. But HLCX is only one SC40-2 is only one survivor from the wreck, and it got repaired. And I don't know what sold to, but yeah. R.I.P. though.
Unfortunately, all things must pass, like Guy from the Beatles said once or twice. And the 2020s marked the end of the Dash 8s on the CN system. Literally all of them. The CNW standard cabs, the Santa Fe wide cabs, all of them. Well, I mean, except for a select few standard cab units left on the Iron Range in northern Minnesota. Eventually, the Blue Devils were cast
Oh, hey, Danielle.
to the pits of hell, or Welland, Ontario. However, one managed to escape the grasp of the scrapper's torch for a little while. I almost forgot about this unit here, but 2463 was sitting in CN's Transcona and Symington shops for a little while. The hood was taken off and repainted to black to repair a Dash 9, and the rest of the unit was sitting up for months with an exposed prime mover. Later in 2023, it was taken east on a manifest train to Ontario where it'd go down to get turned into razor blades. Illinois Central 2466 was active for a while after most of the CN and BC Rail Dash 8s had been sidelined and or scrapped. In late 2022, I managed to catch it a couple times. even leading intermodal train Q102 East. This catch, for me at least, marked the end of an era on CN from a railfan's standpoint. 2466 was last spotted around their Homewood, Illinois shops in late 2023. It's sidelined as of now, I'm pretty sure, but who knows what's going to happen to it at this point. It would be cool if anyone watching this video got in contact with a museum to preserve this unit. Doesn't matter if it's somewhere in Canada, the Chicago area, which would make the most sense,
How about an IRM?
or anywhere else along the IC system. Do you know how much street cred your museum would get with a modern GE preserved? Like, Chad, hear me out. This would not only be a W for GE fans, this would be a big W for CN fans, IC fans, and of course, Conrail fans. Not only that, this is the last of a unit a lot of you watching this video may have grown up seeing. Despite it not being too significant, it's still a fascinating piece of modern railroading that helped keep the economy rolling. And that was it. Thanks for watching the video on the life legacy of the Blue Devils. Wow, what an awful ending to this video. Wow, I am just the worst at ending videos. Holy crap. Hey, 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 it's fat up. I can't do that. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram to stay up to date on trains. Consider joining the channel as a member for exclusive tutorials on how to make crystal meth. And hey, feel free to stop by the Discord server if you like. This is the Winnipeg Railfan saying, stay gaming, bruh. Don't focus on no girls. You gotta stay gaming, bruh.
Hi. Hey Challenger. Hey Alex Stansbury. And good evening. S- Sup, Sander. Um, Only one thing you miss is The Blue Devil by the Weapon Ralphin. And hi, Crazy Ralphin. Yeah, yeah, which is shame. S- not quite, but sometimes.
Hey.
Hey. All right, let's watch another one.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Yeah, yeah.
Man, what a year 2018 was. I'm sure most of you were there for it anyway. The memes were ridiculous. You had spaghetti, steamed hams,
Oh God,
Tide
no,
Pod.
no. Why? Why? Okay. Wait, hold on. Go
Ridiculous.
back.
You had spaghetti.
What the hell is this? Yeah. One of the most cringiest thing I ever seen. That one. Even though I still hate him or despise that, yes, sir. That one. Not talking about one. Yeah, I'm not impressed.
Steamed hams, Tide Pod,
Charlie.
Ugandan Knuckles, Thanos Car, Bowsette, Logan Paul. Like, we thought the letter E was hilarious.
E.
Me personally, the year was all right. I know who asked. I was in school being a pain in the teachers' asses, hanging with friends, and of course, making the Engines of Amtrak parody series that only a person that was baked out of their mind would think is funny, which I did a little that year. Ah, man, that was weird times. All right, so getting to the point, rail fanning in the tail end of the 2010s was still awesome. You had all of the CN-8s still in service, more or less. A few more fallen flag engines kicking around, and in the case of this video, leaser engines on the Canadian National Railway. I'm the Winnipeg Rail. You already know who I am. Let's get right into the
Yeah.
locomotives that CN leased back in 2018. In short, to my knowledge, the year before, CN had finally retired more of their older power before the start of a new order of GEVOs, of course.
Yeah,
Were set
why?
to arrive on the
Yeah,
roster
Jivo, the
following year.
overrated engine.
These units in question were the GMD SD60Fs. Units 5500 to 5563 were one by one pulled off the active roster and stored at different yards across the CN system, like, for example, Symington Yard here in Winnipeg, Walker Yard in Edmonton, and Homewood, Illinois. Luckily, a few 60Fs, including the first two of the original 4 SD50AFs, were sold to short lines across the US. The rest of them were killed. They killed them.
Okay then.
Alright, now to talk about most of the types of engines that CN leased. Built between 1984 and 1995, the SD60 was a hit for EMD after the miss that was the SD50. The one example I saw in March of 2018 or so, I think it was March, was CEFX 6020. Built in 1987 as one of the Sioux Line's 58 units, it and 21 others, 6000 to 6020, were bought off CP by CEFX. This one in particular was sold again to GREX as their Unit 1010, which I actually spotted last fall in CP's Weston shops. The 70M-2 is the DC traction version of EMD's popular SD70 ACE model. It was built between 2004 and 2011. The ones CN leased were the ones owned by CIT, and at one point leased by the Florida East Coast. The one I got a glimpse at while driving past CN's Symington Yard was CITX 141, built in 2004 as EMDX Unit GM75. I'm not sure where it is now. The last pic of it was from May of 2019. Probably in storage somewhere. The 70 Mac is just an SD70 with a wide cab and AC traction. That's pretty much it. The one unit I managed to catch by surprise was PRLX 9555 in the Grindstein or Executive scheme, built in 1994 as Burlington Northern 9555, later BNSF, and then around 2017 it was sold to PRLX.
Yep.
The EMD ST75M, built between 1994 and 1996, was a higher horsepower version of the SD70i. Not to mention it features an isolated cab to reduce noise and vibration. I managed to catch a couple on video, including PRLX 201 and 219, built as Santa Fe 201 and 219 respectively, before becoming BNSF 8201 and 8219, later going back to the 200 series before being sold off. With these two, nobody's really documented them after 2018, so I don't know where they are as of now. Probably just stored somewhere. Or roaming the Norfolk Southern system because their power shortage is never ending. Yes, these guys were the most prevalent of the leasers that year. The Dash 8s were built between 1983 and 1994, with the wide cabs being built starting in 1987. After CSX and UP were done with most of theirs, some were sold to GE to be leased under GECX to other railways like CN. A few examples of ones I saw were GECX 7303, 7330, 7785, 7303, and 7303 again. Wow, okay. 7303, which I saw the most, was built in 1990 as Conrail 6055. 7330 was built in 1991 as Conrail 6128. And 7785 was built in 1992 as never mind, just CSX 77.
They are not X-Conrail. They are CSX Dash 8s. Yeah, it does have red markers. They are not X-Conrail. They are CSX. But anyways,
785. What's hilarious is that two of CSX's rare sticker units, 7332 with a Seaboard System sticker, and 7376 with the Chesapeake and Ohio sticker, were sold off to GECX. Like, these units were repainted to the latest YN3B scheme, given special stickers, and then immediately sidelined and sold off. I love PSR so much. Like, words cannot describe how much I just love precision scheduled railroad.
fuck PSR.
The AC 4400, built between 1993 and 2004, was pretty much the AC traction Dash 9. And y'all already know how popular the Dash 9 was, so I don't have to say much more. Now, these usually were more common on CP back in the day, but CN leased a few of the CEFX AC 44s. I managed to get a video of 1014 at Beach Junction heading into Symington on a 198, I think. It was one of their earlier units, 1001 to 1025, built to Union Pacific specs. Wow, okay, alright. Of course, 1014 is now NS 3982.
Yep, yeah, and then later they get rebuilt as SC 4466Ms in 2024. Yeah, so yeah.
I hate you, NS. Yes, the C.
Hey, don't say that to my favorite Class 1 railroads, but I kind of understand why somebody hates that. I kind of respect their opinions about it. But anyways, let's continue.
E-Rex units. The ES44AC, built between 2003 and right now, I guess,
Yeah,
is
right
the
now.
modern day backbone of North American railroading. These units, owned by
Like
City Corp or City Rail, were built between
Hey,
2012 and
UC20 Rail.
2015, I believe. I managed to catch
Fun
a couple on
train
video, including CREX 1214, 1505, and 1523. And guess what? They're all still on CN now. In 2021 or 22, I can't really remember, CN bought like all of the City Rail GEVOs, like all of them. I thought maybe a few escaped and are still leasers, but nope. Oh, but what about their first unit, 1201? Nope, CN 2750. Random unit, 1519? Yep, CN 3974. 1413? Yeah, CN 2788. You get the point. Every single one of them. Like, CN probably just could have bought new ones, but, it's CN, and, CN does CN things. I mean, on a positive note, when they were just coming back onto the roster for good, the C-Rex units were a nice change of pace from the standard red, white, and black GEVOs. Finally, we got the goddamn Tier 4
What?
GEVOs.
We got a goddamn
GE
what?
started building demonstrators around 2012, 2013-ish, apparently, but they didn't enter production until about 2015 or so. It's so weird. I vividly remember making a big deal about them in early 2016 when they were just rolling out onto CN. These were among the first leasers I saw that year. In fact, GECX 2035 was the very first I saw in like January or so. I ended up seeing a few throughout the year, including 2034, 2040, and 2043. Oh, guess what? A majority of these guys are still on CN's roster today. A handful have been renumbered and repainted, while I think there's like 2 Bluebirds left that CN bought. I've seen a couple in recent times, and it's always nice to see something different on CN. Well, until they repaint them, that is.
And conclusion.
So by the end of the year and into early 2019, CN had sent most of them back to GE and Progress Rail. By then, the new order of GEVOs, the 3100 series Tier 4s, and the brand new ES44 3800s had been added to the active roster. There were a few ET44s and C-Rex units kicking around, but for the most part, it was just back to regular CN programming. Anyways, that's pretty much it. This is another case of it sounded better in my head. I just kind of wanted to ramble about one of the few reasons why 2018 was an awesome year. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Join the channel as a brother of the bushes. And I'll see you in the next train video coming, I don't know, as soon as we colonize Mars. This is the Winnipeg Rail Fan saying good afternoon, good evening, and
good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, I guess.
What can I say except really this?
Who, me?
No, it's the meme when Mario reacts to Oranges Go.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's his reaction.
Yep. Oh yeah. What if in David Nor? What if Donald Douglas hates Donald Douglas Oranges Go? I will make one tomorrow. But I guess it's called the it's called Donald Douglas hates Oranges Go, merchandise, and Donald Douglas likes the original Donald Douglas toys. Okay, now next up is the same guy. Now, I mean, next up, I want
Look what I found.
nice.
No,
A
I
go
did.
a golden playground. Did he just dead or something?
I don't know. That's only a dream.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, next reaction. It's called CPKC fixing CPKC logo by this is the same guy. The Webian Ralphany. I'm sorry. The Webering. I cannot pronounce that. Anyways.
Oh my lord. I've been holding off on this video for a little while now. I thought it over, probably not hard enough, but I think after recent events, it's time.
Oh no, look.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man. No, I wasn't thinking about it.
What? Let's see what happened.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
The newest Class 1 freight railway, Canadian, Pacific Kansas, and City,
CBK
has recently released their official paint scheme, which I'll talk about later in this video. That's not really the main point. Okay, I guess I didn't write any long-winded intro for this video. If you want to skip to the actual fixed logo part, there should be timestamps somewhere here. Alright, let's go.
Okay, what the fuck?
I kind of wanted to do a standalone video on this, but let's just merge the history of the CPKFC into this circus of a video. Out of nowhere in early 2021, talks began surfacing of a possible acquisition of the KCS system by the CPR. Going into the year, multi-billion-dollar bids were going back and forth between Canada's two largest Class 1 railways, CP and CN, for KCS. CP had planned to buy the KCS for $29 billion. CN caught wind of this and counter-offered with $33 billion. However, CN was blocked from using a voting trust to take over the KCS by the STB because of concerns of reduced competition. Which honestly, I don't see why that would be a concern these days. Like, there is pretty much no competition. You've got 4 Class 1 railroads in the US and 2 in Canada. Not much to compete with there if you're a customer, especially up here in Canada. It's either the red pill or the blue pill. Or trucks. CN's acquisition wouldn't have made any sense either way, because their own trackage they yoinked from the Illinois Central back in '99 pretty much parallels the KCS down to the Gulf of Mexico. I feel as if they would have just sold off most of the system and kept the trackage to and inside of Mexico. KCS said they'd keep CN's offer in mind unless CP increased their amount. CP increased their final offer to $31 billion and CP increased their final offer to $31 billion and KCS accepted. At that point, CN had lost the battle for Kansas City.
Watch this.
In December 2021, CP, using a voting trust, became the owners of the KCS, KCSM, and Panama Canal Railways. And as we all know, the darkest day of the year came on April 14th, 2023, bringing an end to one of the most historically significant and iconic rail companies in North America. Oh, and the KCS too, I guess. The name CPKC itself is just not it. Other railroads that have merged in the past few decades have somewhat creatively bankrupt names, but they still roll off the tongue a lot better than CPKC. For example, BNSF. It rolls off the tongue great.
Yep, the great. Yeah, perfect name for BNSF. Yeah, yep, that's a great name.
CSX. This...
I would say it's good name for I would say it's good for the names.
Actually, I don't know. It's not bad, but honestly, it would just be better if it was just still Chessie system. And despite how big of a stinker they are, Norfolk Southern probably has the best name out there.
Yeah.
If you want to look at
my favorite Class 1 railroads.
It this way, they kind of just took the name of the original Norfolk Southern Railway. But as far as I'm concerned, and probably what they'll tell you, it's an amalgamation of the Norfolk and Western and the Southern. And it works.
Yep.
CPKC, chosen by Keith Creel, the president and CEO, was chosen to honor the heritage of both companies as per a Trains magazine article. The name, along with not rolling off the tongue like other mergers, doesn't really get the point across of what they do for a lack of better explanation. The name makes it sound like a subsidiary or something like that of CP that's located in Kansas City. I think there was some other better options for a new name, such as...
What?
The Canada Southern.
I'll say it's not good in my opinion. It sound like a bit ripoff as Norfolk Southern names, but or Southern Railway. But yeah. Sorry, but I don't like it name.
The CASO would be a perfect combination of the two companies' names, Canada from the CPR and Southern from the KCS and KCSM. It would get straight to the point. It's a Canadian railway that runs south into the US and now Mexico. The problem with this is, I don't even know who the CASO name belongs to anymore. It was a New York Central road for the longest time, and then of course Penn Central happened, and then later on Conrail. And now that Conrail is pretty much split between NS and CSX, I don't
Yeah, again, that's again, that's sad.
know if one or the other or both own the rights to the Canada Southern name. Anyways, the other would be CP Rail System. Literally CP Rail System.
CP Rail.
The name
It
was
is
right there. Right under their noses.
noses.
The dual flag could have been modified into a new
CP,
tri-flag.
CP Rail
The system in the name could have signified literally every single road under the CP, like the SU, the D&H, the CMQ, and now the KCS lines.
Sue.
Does CP or CPKC now not own the rights to the multi-mark era branding anymore? Like, they constantly brush past this colorful and innovative era in their history. I think it's high time they acknowledge it. I know some people were critical of the dual flags era of CP Rail in the 90s, but I think this name would have been even better suited for the current state of the company. Alright, with that out of the way, it's finally time to talk about...
Here we go.
On the first day on day one of CPKFC, the logo was dropped and it was...
Yeah,
wow,
we get it. It's not
literally
Christmas.
nothing had changed. The logo was a modification of the New Edge Beaver logo introduced back in 2017 or so, with the Canadian Pacific in the circle. Sorry. On the first day
All right, I get it.
on day one of CPKFC, the logo was dropped and it was... wow, literally nothing had changed. The logo was a modification of the New Edge Beaver logo introduced back in 2017 or so, with the Canadian Pacific in the circle being
Let's see what
replaced with the main three railroads making up the new company. The shield under the beaver slightly changed. There's less stripes around the maple leaf symbol to signify how little effort was put into the branding. I think the logo itself could use a little tweaking. Now, by no means am I a graphic designer, but there's things I'm sure many people who are watching the video will notice about it, whether you're a professional, amateur, or not at all a graphic designer. The logo is asymmetrical in some ways. Let's just draw a line from the letter K in the KCS to the M in KCSM. And would you look at that? They don't line up.
Yeah, now that makes sense. Yeah, right here doesn't make no sense at all. That's CBKFC one. I mean, okay. I don't want to say. Anyway, let's continue.
The line matches with the KCS of the name, but the M sticks out past the line. It's not really a massive deal, but it's still pretty bad. That's why I like to share with you my cheap fix for the branding, if the name sticks forever. Because who knows? They could, and should, pull a CN or UP and treat the merger as what it was supposed to be in the first place, an acquisition. Please? Could you do that, please? All right, here we go. This was just kind of slapped together. The main thing I fixed was the road names being off kilter, I guess. The TFM, or I'm not even gonna pretend to pronounce.
I was gonna say transportation for Versailles, Mexicana. Yeah, I cannot pronounce it either, but
that. The TFM was created in the late 90s after the privatization of Mexico's national rail network. It came under the full ownership of the KCS in 2005, becoming KCS de Mexico. I'm kind of on the fence about the font for the letters around the circle. The current Bank Gothic-ish font used by CP starting in 1997 has kind of overstayed its welcome. It's not bad, but it's kind of dated. It looks fine in the 2000s, I guess, but a lot of companies nowadays are using bubblier, minimalistic-ish fonts, if you get what I'm saying. So I thought the CPKC letters in the banner could use the multi-mark dual flag era font. I think it makes it pop a little more. I feel as if they used the current CP font to invoke a sense of strength. Like, if you look at it, the font feels kind of aggressive, to me at least. Like they're saying, ship with us or we'll bite your nuts off. Ugh! Yeah, America! The 1881 in the middle is using a feature of bold font. It looks not too bad, I guess. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Just some minor fixes I thought could make the logo a little better. But really, they should have came up with a completely new logo instead of reusing a tired old one from the CP to really drive home the point that they're one new company. Psst, hey,
The multi-mark?
the multi-mark, use it again. It's right there, bro. Just use it. There's also this tri-flag design that's literally just a NAFTA flag thing that I slapped the multi-mark style CPKC logo onto. The bent Gothic font from the Golden Beaver era has kind of overstayed its welcome. I mean, hey, the CPKC name itself has overstayed too, and it's only been a year. Now, I guess to wrap up the video, we've got to talk about the newly released locomotive paint scheme.
Oh yeah, now finally. Let's see
Oh,
what
fucking
happened.
hell. What's that, Nick?
What?
So a year ago, right?
Yeah.
CP holds a poll with employees to vote on a new
June 6, 2023. Yeah.
paint scheme.
Anyway.
Here's option 1. Option
Wait,
2,
hold on,
employees
hold
to
on.
vote on a new paint scheme. Here's option
Alright, so I'll say, what's my opinion on option 1? I'll say it's alright in my opinion.
1. Option 2.
Option 2 is this suck ass I ever seen. I hate this. Anyways,
Option 3.
option 3 it was pretty good. Option 4 is it's the same thing but remote stripes, but overall on this it's not as great.
4. And option 5.
And option 5, in my opinion, just like option 3, they're also good. But it's even more better if you put stripes right here with put black on it and a yellow on it, and it put straight under. It would be perfect for CPKC paint scheme. I will say it's harder to choose, but I gotta say, let's see what's more better. I'll say option Drake has more better than. Yeah. Anyways, I think it's hard to choose, but it's probably option 3 or 5, but it's hard. But anyways, let's continue.
Everybody knows by now, but they went with numero uno. Probably maybe the second worst option they could have picked.
Yeah.
Oh no, no.
Like option 1 is pretty bad. Literally just a DeviantArt recolor of
DeviantArt recolor. I have a DeviantArt. It's called Trains Relevant Game GAM 1066. That's my DeviantArt name. Yeah, if you can't you going. I have DeviantArt. If someone have DeviantArt, you can watch me if you want. Anyways, continue.
CN, but backwards. Option 2 sucks ass.
Yeah, exactly. So it's even worse than option 1.
Option 3 kind of went hard, backwards. Option 2 sucks. Literally just a DeviantArt recolor of CN, but backwards. Option 2 sucks ass.
Yeah, they are suck ass I ever seen in my life. I hate it.
Option 3 kind of went hard.
Yep.
Option 4 was not as great. And then option 5 was pretty good.
Yep.
People constantly compare the new scheme to the one used on the AWVR engines in the 2010 movie Unstoppable. Like, honestly, if CPKFC got the rights to the scheme from the movie, this would still be a better looking paint job than what they've got now. I'm 190% sure they just went with it because it was the most cost-effective one to mass reproduce onto engines. But you're telling me the majority of employees voted for this?
Guys.
Ain't no way. This has to have been the doings of soulless shareholders. They were probably just saying employees to make it seem like the employees had a say in it. Rail fans, as usual, came up with much better looking schemes.
Oh, well, hold on.
Employees had a say in it. Rail fans, as usual, came up with much
Yeah, that one I was talking about. Stripes right here, yellow, and this. Yeah, it looks way better. Again, I have a DivaNar. My username is Trace Relfin GAM 1066. That's my DivaNar I have. That I post Strange 22 screenshots to others. You can follow me DivaNar if you want. But anyways, to continue.
better looking schemes, incorporating designs from the CP
Art the Crossy Productions right here and WCR photographically.
and the KCS
I'll say this one. I'll say this looks decent in my opinion.
into beautiful looking paint schemes. We let them cook and they burnt the kitchen down. Overall, I stand firm as a hater of the Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railway.
Whoa,
Will I
whoa,
still refer to them as CP or better yet, CP Rail?
Why?
Am I still gonna stand at railway crossings looking like an idiot taking pictures of
What?
CP trains? Of course, because
Yeah,
I will never
guess.
not be salty about losing the railway that built this great nation. I will always love CP. Yo, pause, not that kind of CP. I'm not a certain Florida foamer. Don't do that, Chase. Don't do that.
Don't do
We're not
that.
Minecraft YouTubers, Mr. Gibson. God. Now, with that all being yapped
Don't
about,
do
thanks for
that.
watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
make
As
me laugh.
always, join the channel membership for exclusive videos, sneak peeks of upcoming slop, and some other goodies like maybe a special role in the Discord server. Still working on it. For now, this has been the Winnipeg Rail fan saying, as the great Ellen DeGenerate once said, be nice in the comments, don't diddle kids, and have a good Tuesday. Bye!
Wait, what?
Comments, don't diddle kids, and have a good Tuesday.
It's more like have a good Saturday weekend.
Bye!
What was that scream? Okay, that's my reaction of CPKFC. Yes, finally, trains. I fixed. Finally, now I can play trains. Train C, 22. I'm sorry, guys, because I have it. Like I said earlier, I have issue on train C because it's. Yeah, I will show you the new update on Riverton that Chris that Chris made update yesterday. However, before it gonna say, "Yay, new Riverton update," not so fast, buddy, because only for Trains 22. I had Trains 22 luckily, since I brought 1 year ago, right? Anyways, oh they gone. I fixed Train C now. Alright. Oh yeah. There's a new update on Riverton. So so uh, so Gris add the 2 train tracks instead of one. Instead they're gonna put 1 train tracks. They're gonna update 2 train tracks instead. So let's make east that I'll say I'll say I love this update because the 2 train tracks make more sense. My I think it's way better than the old one. the first track. Okay, looks perfect. What's even more easy? What's even more like? What's even more great? I had to take a picture right here, which is pretty great. Oh yeah, they added bridges right here. Yeah, yeah. I screenshot here yesterday. So, oh yeah, they also updated signals, which is also pretty good. And all the way here, they also add here. They put extended. Yeah, they put extended. I wonder what it looked like. Yeah, it's come soon, but I don't know when's happening. Overall, this update, I love this update. I would say 10 out of 10. Okay, it looks so good. It looks so
I
great.
want to show you something.
Okay.
It's time for another of my war stories, only this one takes place on the home front. There were rumors going around of a spy on Sodor. We were tasked with winkling them out. Dozens of people and engines were questioned. Sometimes we had to resort to the sweet and sour pork method. If you remember from previous stories, this involved lathering up a man's genitals with honey before bringing in a very hungry pig. On this day, Gordon was about to question our latest victim, suspect. Have you gone soft in the head? How can you suspect me? The first rule of counter-espionage, Diesel, is to suspect everybody, especially when they have a history of deceit and villainy. If you want to prove your innocence, you'll answer some simple questions. Let's begin. What size shoes does the Queen of England wear? I don't bloody know. Oh? Well, how about this? What is the name of the German head of state? Adolf Hitler? So you're on a first-name basis with the Fuhrer, are you? What else was I gonna say? All right, Diesel, settle down. Would you like a cigarette? Yeah. Well, too bad, you miserable lowlife. What the hell? Start talking or that's exactly where I'll send you. Do tell, Herr Wiesel, what did the Jerrys have to use to win you over? Was it the bratwurst, or was it the thought of being stepped on by a big East German woman? You'll pay for this, you blue sausage! Save your money, Bond Diesel. Your chums are going to need to pay for your funeral. But before that happens, I need answers. Henry, bring in the swine! No, wait! I'm not a German spy! Swear on your mama! I'd rather swear on Mr. Czar's mama. Oh, yeah, so would I. All right, you're good to go. Hold up, Gordon. We just checked Diesel's shed and found this. It was the East German women, wasn't it?
Paint.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, that was interesting.
Check the community post who I'm cutting ties with.
Okay. Hello. Oh yeah, guys, remember I made this? Yeah, I made that like a few days ago now. It's called Moving the White of the World. It looks so cool. I made 4822. Hey Danielle.
Yes, what's up?
Uh, uh, it, tomorrow, if this okay, I'll go and join your Roblox.
Do you have a Roblox account?
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just wait. Wait. Hold on. I did friend you last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I already friend you like back in last like 1 year ago.
Okay.
But if this but tomorrow if this okay if I join you.
Y- yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Hmm. How are your cute little dogs? Your big ones.
Uh, they're sleeping.
They're tired. Yeah, mine is sleeping too. She's in mom and dad's room.
Oh, okay.
Bless you.
Thank you, my sister.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Bye.
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 Bye. Love you.